CNN News 18 exclusive news break brought to us by Manoj Gupta. Now, big confession by Pakistan Prime Minister. Says no democracy in country. Hybrid regime runs Pakistan. He in fact admits that Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and its Field Marshal Asim Munir, who is bailing out Pakistan government, and I quote, partnership between government and military is helping Pakistan. These are the words of the former Pakistani Prime Minister. Addressing a ceremony held for exporters and businessmen in Islamabad, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif praised Field Marshal Asim Munir's efforts to revive the country's economy and described the partnership between the government and the army as the best for the country.
Sacrifice, जिसका मैंने कहा कि पार्टनरशिप पॉलिटिकल हायरार्की की और मिलिट्री हायरार्की की आज इस तरह है और ये मिलकर दिस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इज टेकिंग प्लेस। फील्ड मार्शल साहब को यकीन करें, अगर उनकी सपोर्ट ना होती तो कई इश्यूज थे जो मैं रिजॉल्व नहीं कर सकता था। ये दिस इज अ जॉइंट ओनरशिप, पार्टनरशिप फॉर द गुड ऑफ दिस कंट्री which has never happened before, and my pray and I hope this is my ardent hope कि क़यामत तक इस तरह की पार्टनरशिप चलेंगी तो पाकिस्तान मैं समझूं कि दुनिया के नक्शे के ऊपर ऐसा मुल्क होगा कि हिंदुस्तान को उसको दौरे पड़ेंगे कि इतना तगड़ा मुल्क बन गया पाकिस्तान। वो किस तरह होगा? थ्रू टीम वर्क, अनटायरिंग एफर्ट्स, सेल्फलेस सैक्रिफाइस।
And for more on this, I'm being joined by CNN News 18's Akansha Swaroop. Akansha, very good morning to you. This is a stunning admission coming from Pakistan's one of their own. The Prime Minister going on to say that there's no democracy in their country.
Absolutely, and it's not the first time, Ayesha, remember, because this has been a call that has come in from the Shehbaz Sharif regime, including the Prime Minister himself earlier as well, where he's called Pakistan a hybrid regime. So in inputs that have been shared by investigations editor Manoj Gupta and that reaction that he's brought to us of Shehbaz Sharif, you can clearly hear what he's saying, that if the partnership between government and the army continues like this, Pakistan will emerge as a strong country. Shockingly enough, he has the gall to say soon India will also be puzzled as to how Pakistan became such a strong country. So it's clearly his way of pandering to the ego of Field Marshal Asim Munir, as we all know, who has now consolidated power under the 27th Amendment, which was passed earlier, and he's the one, as the Supreme Commander, who's commanding control over all the three armed wings of the forces. And needless to say, it only reiterates the point that Shehbaz Sharif is a mere puppet Prime Minister to the Field Marshal at the moment. Remember, he was addressing a ceremony held for supporters and businessmen in Islamabad when he made these remarks about praising Asim Munir and his efforts to revive the country's economy and describe the partnership between the government and army as best for the country, because they are currently going around with a begging bowl to countries for support, which is why we earlier had images of Shehbaz Sharif along with Asim Munir displaying their minerals on a tray over to the US Trump administration when he was invited to the White House, because we all know that their economy is completely sinking. And even at this event where he was addressing, it was one that was meant for exporters and businessmen. There's a lot of disturbance within the Pakistan economy also because of the internal dissent that we are seeing take place. There's growing dissatisfaction. So for Shehbaz Sharif to come up with such rhetoric that panders not just to Asim Munir but also is a hogwash in the eye of these businessmen and exporters who they currently rely on for money and to resurrect a sinking, dying Pakistan economy. And that is exactly what was done at this event, where Shehbaz Sharif made those pompous, loud claims, saying that after the victory of the War of Truth, Pakistan has gained a unique position in the world. The world is listening to you and making contacts for investment. We are already seeing how today itself, remember, all the Arab foreign ministers from various countries, from UAE to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, all of them are going to be queuing up in New Delhi. this days after New Delhi has already forged that historic FTA with EU. So the less said, the better. India's increasing footprint when it comes to these FTAs is speaking volumes of our growth as an economy. We are already among the top 5 economies with our global estimates looking extremely forward with over 6.5% to 7% growth being predicted. So for Pakistan Prime Minister to be saying all of this is more than understood now.
Absolutely, Akansha. Thank you so much for bringing us all those inputs. In fact, that's Pakistani Prime Minister saying exactly what the world and India has been saying. Their country is indeed being run by the army and not really the democracy. With that, we shift our focus